The 10th International Human Rights Global Mission monthly seminar and conference was held on Friday, the 28th of February, 2025 at 3:30 p.m. at the Beamage Orchid Hall, Colombo. The conference was graced by the presence of the chief guest and the chief guest, the Chief of Mission, the U.S. Embassy, the Chief Executive of the International Human Rights Global Mission, Dr. Madhu Kursen, a distinguished scientist and distinguished professor from the U.S., and the Incruz Group, S. Velasri, Senior Advocate, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of India, All India Handlooms and Handicrafts Council, New Delhi, and the Australian Postgraduate Diploma in Migration Law and Practice, Dr. Lydia Paul. Australian National Affairs and World Gold Medalist in Weightlifting Dr. Rawan Paul. Director of the National Hospital of Sri Lanka, and Chief Executive Officer of the Sri Lanka Presidential Medical College St. Dr. Rukshan Belana, were invited as the chief guests of the event. Also present at the event were Mr. Mahuzum, Chairman of the International Human Rights Global Mission, President Mr. Amir Khan, Vice President for Children and Women Affairs Ms. Shireen, Advisor Mr. Naseem, Director Mr. Abdul Razak and News Director Mr. Ajantha Ranasinghe, Chief Legal Advisor and Police Inspector of the International Human Rights Global Mission Mr. T.V. Shankar, Board of Director of the International Human Rights Global Mission, Dr. G. Ravindra J.P., and Board of Director and Media Director, Journalist Mr. Fazlan J.P., and International Human Rights Global Mission Board of Directors, Directors, Deputy Directors Coordinators, members and many others participated in the event. The seminar was attended by journalist Fazlan, differently abled Upal Ranjit, former police ASP Bandora shared their experiences. Social Excellence Award 2025 was held on this occasion. In addition, certificates were awarded by the Global Asian Achievers Council to recognize and evaluate social services and social workers. Awards were given to various individuals such as writers, journalists, professionals, social workers, and artists. New members of the International Human Rights Global Mission were presented with certificates and identity cards by the chief guest. Events were organized to showcase talents. The Lifetime Achievement Award was also presented to the 80-year-old former principal of Kurunegala District, Alhaji Ismail. Many communities from all over the island participated in this event. It is also noteworthy that seminars to eliminate violence against women are being held across the all island through the International Human Rights Global Mission.
A group of members has been assembled to cover all parts of Sri Lanka. Furthermore, we have implemented many projects for the children of Sri Lanka in previous events. At the same time, social service activities are being carried out for children and the disabled and various other groups.
Faslan, he took us to Chinko and Galevela and Kurunegala and Jaffna, whichever. At Jaffna University we had a big function last 2 weeks ago. And whichever, why you should get an ID? So everyone likes to get an International Human Rights Global Mission or Human Rights ID is with you. But the thing is, not getting only ID is the thing. So we have to think about others' problem. First think about your family, your members' problem. Then after neighbors. Then after your village people. Then think about your city. Think about your country. And think about the other countries. So one world, one mission.
98% of the nurses are female. Then we have paramedics. Again, I think even the paramedical field is dominated by females. And there is an area called attendance, you call it healthcare assistants. Again, the majority are filled with females. So the health sector is full of females. We have enough of female representation in the sector of females. Now you have invited me as a director of the premier hospital in Sri Lanka, but I will tell you, these positions will be taken over by females very, very soon because they become more qualified and they are taking up the challenge of, administration in all the health sectors, specialties.
Being a bodybuilder means being a two-time world champion athlete. I am planning to do a big project in our country in the future. People think that being a bodybuilder or going to a gym is a fashion. Another thing I have said is that many people get banned for bulking up when they go to the gym. I tell these kids not to do it. Never take any banned stimulants, it will cause a lot of harm. Because I am a 56-year-old person and lift 300 kilos. I do not take any banned stimulants. I tell these kids to join me. I will teach them everything. How can we move forward without taking banned stimulants? It also affects family lives. I have seen it very well. I have traveled all over the world and seen it very well. I am thinking of bringing the whole world to Sri Lanka by the end of the year. The World Weightlifting Federation has appointed me as a brand ambassador for Sri Lanka. I have approved it. November from the 25th to the 30th of the month. Many saints come. Not a single saint can take any doping. When we give a gold medal, we examine the conditions and test the people. Before that, I am thinking of 1 or 2 international programs, international human rights organizations, global organizations, etc. And there are many connections in this. Amir Khan, I hope to send good things to the villages, families, and the country. Then I hope to connect many children through this.
Human Rights Global එකත් සම්බන්ධ වෙලා මේක ගොඩාක් network එක තියෙනවා. හොඳ දේවල් ගමට පවුල් වලට ගමට රටට යවන්නේ අපේ මිස්ටර් අමීර් ඛාන්. එතකොට මේ හරහා ගොඩාක් දූ දරුවන්ව මම සම්බන්ධ කරගන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. நாங்கள் செய்வோமே சேவை இந்த உலகம் நாளை நாங்கள் மலர்ச்சியை காண எல்லோரும் ஒன்றாக சேர்வோமே ஒன்றாக இங்கு நலம் வாழவே எல்லோரும் நாங்கள் சேர்வோம்.
What are human rights? How should we act in this matter? You all know, you have an ID card. What is the power of this ID card? What can you do with it? How did you get it? For what reason? What is its service? Does anyone know? If there is anyone who has received this new membership today, do you know what the responsibility is? If anyone knows, please tell me. Where and when can this ID card be used as a member of this international human rights global mission? This ID card cannot be given for money. And it cannot be given to inappropriate people. This ID card should only be given to the right person. We expect to get everything by taking this ID card. When the law is violated, we are going to argue with some government officials. This is wrong. You did it like that. You all should know the law well.
අවස්ථාවකදී යම් කිසි රජයේ නිලධාරීන් සමග අපි තරඟ කරන්න යනවා මේක වැරදි කොහොමද මේක කරේ එතකොට මේ නීතිය සම්බන්ධව ඔයාලා දැනුවත් වෙන්න ඕනේ.
I suffered a lot, like sticking a needle in a banana. We created a sense of community in the minds of these graduates. You have to develop our community, you have to do this. Therefore, human rights are very important. Human rights must be protected. This human rights must not be taken away. I am very happy when I talk to these brothers. Most intelligent people are mentally affected. We must eliminate the attitude of, I can, and, I can't. We cannot say that we cannot teach. We have tried to reach the students who said that they cannot learn. You should investigate. We have brought about a renaissance in education.
We will select women from poor families and give them a chance to find jobs. We will provide them with vocational training. We will help them develop sewing skills. How will we do this? We will do it. Yes, we will definitely do it. How will we do it? You select a group of 25 women from poor families from each district. We will provide them with 6 months of vocational training. We will train them to sew modern shower dresses or modern frocks from the pillowcase. After 6 months of training, on the last day, while giving them a certificate from Human Rights, we will also give them a latest Juki machine. We will create vocational training centers in each area of Sri Lanka like this. We need your ideas on how to do this. We will give you this project, and you can do it.
Training center කරමු. අපි ඔබතුමාලාගේ advisors අපිට ඕනේ කොහොමද මේක කරන්න කියලා project එක අපි ඕගොල්ලන්ට දෙන්න. ඕගොල්ලන් කරන්න.